against the women over here was that became known as witch trials.
Mm.
They were teaching the immigrant women how to tap into the frequency of the mitochondria so that they can assimilate on the land. We
Mm-hmm.
always took people from all over the world. So when new people come, they get instructed by the big mamas.
Right.
Example is when the Irish came, they was selling in the Appalachia, they was prone to sunburn.
Mm-hmm.
And the big mama from the area gave them silver water to drink, but she told them it's gonna change the color of your skin, and now they look like Smurfs.
Right.
Right? That's where the whole Smurf village concept came from.
Ooh.
The Smurfs are known in Ireland as the leprechauns.
Mm-hmm. And they have
We
green.
don't right. So we don't know that all of these stories is connected to the movement of the people on the land. So the big mama that called us, she was Gullah Geechee.
Mm.
And this is why they went hardest to erase y'all history.
Mm.
But y'all named after places on the land. And y'all do have an African connection, but that's not uncommon for East Coast tribes.
Right.
Right? And the royalty from over there would marry the royalty from over here pre-Columbian era for genetic diversity.
What is the Ibu people a part of that?
Um, I'm not exactly sure which groups from Africa,
Okay.
but I know we do have some people that's from the tribes over here that identify with that tribe.
Mm-hmm.
And they even have some communities with a lot of the similar art from that same cultural background. But that's easily explained when you realize if the daughters of one of the chiefs over there married a chief from over here, she would influence the culture.
Right. So the Big Mama started here in the Gullah Geechee land on
Yeah.
Turtle Island.
She the one that's seen all the way into today.
And we over here controlling the weather over here in Charleston on this 33rd parallel.
That's right.
And,
Tell them. Tell them.
yeah, if we don't want it to rain, we just say, go away, rain, and it's gone.
That's the magic that still exists.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, guys. Oh man. Thank you, Rod.
Thank you. Anybody else want to come and ask a question to Max?
Yeah, I got one.
Yes, come on in, Zaid.
Okay, so all right, my question. Um, so we have, can I say this? I know a lot of the original tribes from different areas got wiped out, and they had to they had to consolidate like for survival and join like other tribes.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I'm having a hard time trying to trying to find out like how many original tribes there were on the land because I've heard different things, but like I'm not exactly sure. So can you kind of expound on that, Brian?
I know that there's at least 5,000 tribes across the land.
Okay.
And in those tribes got a lot of intermingling that made even secondary tribes under them.
Mm-hmm.
The confederations was groups of tribes in certain areas working together in harmony with their neighbor.
Right.
Right. So this is how we begin to form what they call super tribes. When the tribes are snuffed out and the history is erased, when we reconstitute, we're going to find some kind of name that tie us back to what took place on the land. And this is going to explain how your gangs is really the tribes reconstituting after our history's been erased.
Mm. Mm.
When you look
That's
up the word gang, they know it means tribe.
yeah.
Woo!
Yep.
Even in the language that they use with their hands, like if you look at like on the West Coast, a lot of that language is like literally the language of the Maya, the tribes that were on that coast that were using those figurative kind of language, the language they use with their hands. They call it,
Yeah, yes. That's
Exactly.
old tradition. That go all the way back to the beginning.
Mhm.
Hmm.
We've been using sign language longer than we've been talking.
Absolutely. And it was universal with a lot of tribes across certain regions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Now
that.
look,
Yeah.
it coming from the Midwest, right? If I go to California, by color, I'm gonna be affiliated with Crips
Mhm.
because growth and development's colors is blue.
Oh, okay.
But the Crips wear they hat to the left out west, and the folks wear they hat to the right in the Midwest,
Wow.
right? So when we looking at it, we looking at mirror images of our culture. We trying to remind each other who we are by being ourselves and clicking up with the ones that vibrate on our frequency. We just keep getting infiltrated.
Dang.
For that.
Man, talk that G talk, big dog. Man, you talking, guy. Come on, dog.
Crazy.
Y'all can hear me? Oh, my bad.
Yes, AJ.
Oh, you-
Yes, yes.
oh, yeah, though. Yeah, peace and love, man. You already know, Big Rod, man. Man, and the lovely goddess right here for sure. Yeah, this right here from LA. He talking real talk. We talk with the fingers and all that, and
Hmm.
everything on the land. It is what it is. I
Absolutely.
would just got one question for you, Rod. Just I say you say in the next 5 to 7 years, how would you see the land as far as like the
Hmm.
people? You don't really like do like theoreticals, like little stuff like that. But hypothetically speaking, I know it's a million and one eyes or whatever. But what would
Well,
you?
I could
What
tell
would you
you
want?
based on the transition that's taking place, and I can estimate a most likely scenario.
Yes, God.
And I tell you how I get to that. Now, I know that we have to change all lines of demarcation. Those are the lines that separate states, borderlines.
Hmm.
They have to change. I know that. I know that when they change, it's going to probably be less than 50 states. They're going to be broke up into more or less territories,
Hmm.
Mm,
right? The
okay.
Canadian border is an artificial land, and the QSIP number of Canada or the business number for Canada and the business number for America is the same number, which ties to Trump killing the tariff because there should be no tariffs on something that's coming from home.
Mm,
Come on, dog.
Also, and part of the claim is the formerly Greenland.
right.
So this is why Trump was talking about purchasing Greenland because he know that's part of Turtle Island.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
oh,
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yes,
wow.
sir.
So once Greenland being restored, he's taking back systematically everything they separated us by. He's undoing. So now they have to put in new lines, new measurements, right? And I see most of us, well, we gonna have a whole bunch of money in our pockets. And
Yes.
it ain't gonna be no fiat ghost currency.
Thanks.
Mm.
I know enough to know that they know who we all are, so we not gonna have to look for nothing. They responsible to give it back. They took it without our permission. And just like you walked up on my front porch and you took my pumpkin, you gonna walk back up here and put me a new one up here.
Hmm.
I'm not going to the store. Don't give me the money for it. Go get me a pumpkin.
Just like that.
And
Just like
just like
that.
you walked your happy ass up here and took it off my front porch, you put it back. And all your friends gonna stand on the curb and watch when you put it back.
Mm.
Cause the next time I'm not gonna be so nice.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I know that that's gonna change. I know that whatever is going on with the closeout have to be done before the national celebration. It's already been announced and scheduled.
We linking up for that too, Raj. For sure. I already ordered my feathers.
So
For
this
sure.
is why when they say game over, everything speed up.
Mm.
They running out of time.
89 seconds.
Thank you for
Doomsday
that.
clock. Yes,
I think,
man. Thank
Chris, you got
God. Thank God.
thank you,
Huh?
AJ. Thank you, AJ. How about Christy? Christy, you have a question? And Daryl? I know our Sun Stars. I love when our Sun Stars come
I
here.
love it. I
AJ for
love
the
it.
house, powerful. Got that West Coast vibe going on. It's beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful.
Um, I would just like to, Brother Rod, and appreciate you and thank you for Young Elder. I would ask, because I'm in Nebraska, what could I do to help like people wake up to their power, and how can I heal in Nebraska? Because I know there's very powerful energy in the Midwest. That's all I'd ask.
It's a lot of energy centers in your area. But what you focus on first is helping your family get their senses in order and focus on the children.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the old people is a lost cause. You can put the world at their feet and they're gonna lose it all tomorrow.
Mm.
So you focus on the children because they'll grow up anticipating what they need to be in order to carry the torch.
Mm. Yeah,
Thank you for
I'll
that.
do it. Thank you, Flipburn. Thank you for everything. Appreciate you.
Chris. Thank you. Sunside Daryl. Daryl, you got a question for Rod? Wise one. Wise Daryl. I should call him Wise Daryl. He's part of our group. He's up all night with us. He
He looked
tolerates.
like one of the OGs used to teach.
Go ahead, Daryl.
Uh-oh. So, uh, Fleur Burn, hello. Fleur family, hello.
Hey, Daryl.
Uh, Chief Pontiac, always great to hear your deliveries. Yeah. So I would before, I don't know what you tell us. We don't know what this new system's going to look like. We don't know what to look for. But before I even knew any of this, I would be trying to think up solutions to different problems and share them with different groups. And some of them were like, for the when we were using the IDs, when we had to use IDs, we could put our own mark on our IDs or driver's license that said whether we had sickle cell or the sickle cell trait.
Mm-hmm.
We would put our own uniform mark on that, and the families would tell their mates what to look for on these IDs. Some reference. Now, the foster care system was like Donald. Well, the developers, they want to build higher than many stories higher than a lot of the public housing is at now. So they're concocting ways and stories to convict the mothers as crazy, as unfit mothers. Then they're taking these children and giving them to lunar families and paying them. They would be giving the mother like $300 a child or something like that, $340 a child. Then they would take these children from the mother and give them to these lunar families and give the lunar families like $2,500 per child.
Mm.
And these children would be getting some of them would be sleeping in lawnmower sheds, you know, and being abused all kinds of ways. So I don't know what the new system would look like, or will that even be still in place once the switchover comes?
That's
But
that was part of an experiment out of the military, a nature versus nurture experiment. That
hmm,
was a literal experiment that they've been running on these people over here, us, our people, for over 200 years. Nature versus nurture. You can look it up.
mm,
That's the long run experiment. That if they continuously raise us around people that's not who we are, will we adopt a false identity, or will we break free from the mental bondage of being misled and find out who we are? It's a nature versus nurture experiment. They did it on purpose. They dismantled. I could tell you what child protective services look like under a matriarchy. There's a council of women, and they called the women from the family of the children to find out the most fit person in the family to raise the children, and then they give them all of the support they need.
Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah.
That's a whole different system.
Mhm.
That's how it was done before they came, and that's how it's going to go back to, because it was the most functional, producing the most functional offspring.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. Thank you, Daryl, for that question. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna hold Mr. Pontiac cheap, SikApe, you know, monkey king too long. But anybody else have a question before we give him his grace to chill out? Because he's not, hopefully it won't be the last time. Hopefully I didn't scare him enough, so it's the last time he comes on here. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think you scared him at all.
I don't scare easy at all.
That's
I have a
good.
question.
Come on in, Selma. This is our wise one over here. Come in, Selma.
Hey. Oh, I took my camera off. Yeah, hey. Oh, delusions or whatever that is. I was supposed to
Delusions,
remind
yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yes. You're supposed to
So,
remind me. Yeah.
hey, Rod, Chief Pontiac. I
Look at
have
my
so
beautiful
much
queen. Look at
respect for
that.
you and
That's
what
the
you
one who
do.
leads us through the, look at her looking good. Cleanse from parasites. She tortures us with parasite cleanses, just letting you know, Rod. But I'm gonna let her be.
I see she glowing.
She is beautiful. Look at her.
Rod, how do you think this is going to look? How are these heathens going to get out of the way? I mean, they don't have any honor. They're not savage or civilian. How do we expect them to just get out of the way?
You know what? That's like the lion walking through a pack of hyenas talking about how I'm gonna tell them to get out the way.
Oh,
They gonna fucking move.
How? How?
The
How?
same energy that lion project when he walking through that pack of hyenas is the same way. Nature is taking its course. They can defy me and you, but they can't defy the laws of nature.
mm,
And nature say that if you put the woman back at the place that she's supposed to be as the matriarch, everything gonna run the way it's supposed to run, and all of what we see as problems gonna melt away, heaven on earth again. The whole all that heavenly description was earth before these invaders came.
Mm.
And we had the last stronghold of the taste of earth under the matriarchy over here before 1492. Now they done effed it all up. I'm just here to put it all back.
So it's just going to be a graceful changing of the guards.
It wasn't graceful. You just ain't gonna see all of the drama that's involved, the blood and the guts and the gore. You're not gonna be the one running in the tunnels, clearing them babies out of there, but it's gonna get done. We just up here occupying the day-to-day people, but you got people running in tunnels right now, running in mansions in diverse places that we didn't even know buildings was there. They still doing the work. just because we not seeing it don't mean it's not getting done. They can't give it back to us until it's cleaned up. That's what Donald J doing. They put Kamala them in there because they didn't have enough time to clean it up. Continue
Is he?
running the show.
He's a qualified candidate for that. I've never seen it displayed in his whole history. I've been watching him.
He's our
All the way
he's our
from the
buck dancing cracker.
poor boys from Central Park. I mean, how is he the one? He's the golden child? Oh, he's
Nope.
the orange child.
Nope. He's our buck dancing cracker.
Oh.
The same way they use these buck dancing niggas to come and tell us to calm down and change our name to African American and come march because they done effed us up. We ain't gonna tear nothing up, but we just gonna walk down the street and say kumbaya. He our buck dancing cracker. Let him dance. You don't gotta like him. I don't like him. I don't know nothing about him.
So everything is in order. We don't have everything's okay.
He doing everything required in order for us to get everything back. The Black Panther Party picked him. I don't know. Shit. He been financing them since he was in college.
Wait, you said the Black Panther Party picked him?
Yeah.
Interesting.
A lot of stuff they don't tell us in the media about that man.
Look, he was financing the Black Panther Party as a college student. He was going to rallies, to Black Panther Party rallies and other groups like Weather Underground rallies when he was in college. And it just so happened that the system stepped on his toes when they tried to kill Ronnie. Because he loved Ronnie, just like he loved Johnny. They killed both of them now, or tried to kill one of them.
So is he friends with Netanyahu? I mean,
Netanyahu, his day coming. Look, this is what I'm telling you. Don't matter what he say out his mouth right now. When it's time to clean up the Middle East, it's getting cleaned up. Period. Right now, it ain't time. We got too much other stuff going to take precedent over that for the Earth Alliance to do. Long as they can get them to stop dropping bombs while we deal with the other matters, believe me, when the dragon whip his tail, he clear the whole table. Ain't nobody getting away with none of this dirt they doing. None of it. It might look like they getting away with it. Some of them, we want them to think they got away with it so they can suffer longer. Like Dick Cheney.
Oh.
So that's BlackRock. That's the BlackRock group. Yeah.
BlackRock ain't who y'all been told either.
Pardon?
BlackRock not who y'all been told. Vanguard not who y'all been told. And State Street not who y'all been told. They just taking because they sheep dip the best people for the job that them people own it. They don't own jack. Everything is misdirection until you can see the right direction.
Well, I'm pulling for the orange man to either fall off the side of his.
I told you he Agent Orange.
He definitely is.
They can't get him off.
He definitely is.
Agent Orange.
Look, he's sticking to him, burning it down so good they can't get him off.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here for the shenanigans.
You see, the dude just issued the complaint against the governor of Pennsylvania for putting a hit on him.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Everybody got a hit on him.
Listen,
Everybody's
when the old man Bush left that note that said they know everything, he meant that. He meant that. We know everything. We got a dog in every fight. Just because you don't see the dog don't mean we ain't fighting there.
Well, he's definitely a dog. He's a dog, his wife's a dog, and his son's a dog. Literally.
Well,
Anyway,
if you want to work on your parasites or your mucoid plaque, you let Flora know and I can help you.
you know what I'm saying? She's a
That's a
parasite slayer. She's
real
a parasite
serious
slayer.
thing.
She's
Yeah,
got our
very
parasites
serious.
running for the hills.
Woo,
Yeah.
extreme.
We've got most of us going through the mucoid plaque cleanse right now.
Yeah, yeah. They ain't no subliminal messages coming from the inside.
Yeah,
No,
the demons within. Yeah, they got them in us. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I want to
Yeah.
thank
Well,
Rod,
thank you.
everyone. Thank Rod for joining us tonight. I want to, if you guys can gracefully check on out, I'll see you in a while because I can't remove you because then I can't let you back in. Everyone, grace out. Thank you for everyone coming in and asking Rod, coming here with Rod. Yeah, coming in, Darlene. Darlene, you had a question?
nope, I hit the wrong button. I was getting ready to leave out.
That's okay.
Gratitude, Rod.
I have a
Rod,
question.
Thank
gratitude,
you
Flora.
so much.
I
Yes.
will
Thank you
see
so
you
much,
guys.
man.
I
We
will
really
see you
appreciate
guys.
it.
Yes, thank you so much.
Here. I'll see you guys in a little bit because if I remove you, I can't let you back in. So that's the step out the left door, left or right. Peace out. Can I get another one? Can I get
Hello?
yes. Christian,
It's,
can you check out?
yes, it's my.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to ask a question.
Oh, sure, sure.
Hey, Rod, I had a question. I was just thinking about today. Could it be possible that the death cult of the New World Order, is it possible that perhaps they're all dead already and all that we see now is just their seeds, their philosophy being carried out by all of the world banks and possibly now by AI. So technically, there will be no way to get rid of them. We will have to shut down all the bank systems. Will have to go offline just to get rid of that dead cult parasite plagues.
Yeah, actually, that's part of the program. The debts, the banks will be closed for a minimum of 24 hours. Um, to switch over from the fiat debt-based currency to the interim currency that'll be gold and probably silver notes
Fast.
as the replacement currency.
What does that mean?
A lot of what you just said about the banks to switch over and to transfer what you will be looking to see.
I heard it was more of a transference of power than a exchange of power.
It is a transfer of power back from the invading forces of Europe and the banking systems that they installed. All of those were tools of war used against us. So now, when we go back to the tribal systems, we have to first go back through an interim system where everything is switched over from the old way to the new way. But you've got to first tear down the old system. So this is what you're looking at being done in Washington right now. It's not even called DC no more if you look it up.
That's
It's
right.
just Washington. It's a militarized zone.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a good thing, do you think?
Yes, it's good for the tribes. It's bad for anybody that want to do their dirt though.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you.
thank you, Christian. That was a great question. Thank you, Christian. I'll see you later. Thanks, Christian. Sunshine Daryl, you're gonna check that out. We're gonna do a nice little farewell to our amazing guest today. He never disappoints. Rod, you come in and you show up and you show out. We don't even ever had a designated conversation. You just like let it flow. You know what I mean? So what
Tony
everyone
Braxton.
I want everyone to
Let
thank
it flow,
Hayes for
let it
coming
flow.
in tonight, everyone, and definitely please donate for his generous time and effort and this scholarship. And it's not scholarship that just comes from literature, it's just masterful wisdom gained through time, through innovative intuition, and obviously he's connected. He said he's not a spaceman. He said he is an eight, though. That might be a little spacey. But
We just
but
monkeying around.
I definitely show a little appreciation. And Rod, tell them again how they can find you, because I know you're all over, but tell them where they can really find you online.
So my Facebook page is Rod Hayes. I'll pull it up so y'all can see it.
Okay.
This here right now, but my profile and my background change often because they mean something.
Yeah, you've got the bell on there. You've got the bell.
Liberty Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the where we go when we go all bell.
Oh,
The Liberty Bell got a crack in it. It's useless,
yes.
but it's a map. The screw
What?
tell you where the Crystal City gonna land.
What?
The county is called Silver Bow.
Rod is giving us a treasure hunt. This would
The
be
lake
fun.
is called Emerald Lake.
I'm
It's
gonna,
a little landing near the lake, almost perfectly flat.
which lake? Near,
It's Emerald Lake in Silver Bow County in Colorado State.
okay, Rod, put on your spacesuit, picking you up. Let's go find a treasure. Oh my God, are
Um,
you serious? You're
yeah,
gonna have me look for it, and you know I'll do it.
do
I
it
mean,
do it on the live.
I swear to God, I'll do it. Don't test me. I'll
Do it
do
on
it.
do it on the live.
I'm gonna put my boots on, and you're gonna see me trekking over there. For
The Crystal City is gonna land
hold
on
on,
Emerald Lake.
hold on. Hold on. Let me write this down. I'm serious. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This will be like my 2025 designated trip. Like Colorado.
Mhm.
Colorado. So what am I looking for? Probably there'll be clues. Will there be clues when I get there?
Yeah, it's gonna be the clue gonna be that the county's shaped like the Liberty Bell.
Oh, this is fabulous. Oh my God, this is exciting. How do you
The
know?
Wizard of Oz told you it was the Emerald City, but it's not the Emerald City, it's the Crystal City.
How do you know this, Rod? How do you know this? Do you like go into the etheric realm and just like go around and just like get information like just extract?
Kinda.
I think so. It's some
This
of the
was the
information you have.
when I that first came to me as a channel message, told me that it was a scavenger hunt and I had to find the landing site of the Crystal City.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick you up. 3 o'clock on the dot, on spot, on site. You see me at the door like Flurburn. I really didn't invite you over here. Get the hell out of the house.
This 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 is my Instagram,
Everyone look at the Instagram. What does it say, Rod? Because you can't see
the
it.
SikApe.
The SikApe. So y'all join Rod on Instagram. I know he does lives on Facebook. I never see your lives, but I don't think I'm subscribed. We just kind of talk on Facebook. I don't think I'm subscribed. But
I only did a couple up in the last couple months. I did one last night, was the first one in a while.
you want to come on X with me? Because I'm trying to gaslight the bio board and see how long until he kicks me off fully. I'm trying to go on. I'm serious. I'm on X and I'm trying to that's my goal, to gaslight him and see if he like glitches out and just really implodes.
Who you
I'll
talking
call
about?
you.
You know,
Yeah, I could do a live on X. I can do it. I don't know how to. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call you. You can come on X
okay.
with me?
When you gonna do it?
I don't know.
Okay, let's just keep me posted.
I'll call you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Everyone, thank you so much, Sharad, coming on tonight. He was such a pleasure. I so appreciate you coming on tonight. Please contact him, give him some love, some donations. He never even asked for it. He's just amazing. I think he deserves everything, every bit of energy that we can give him. I want to thank you again, Rod, for coming on. Thank you for YouTube for being so gracious and everyone coming in. Thank you, the Zombies, for coming in, asking some phenomenal questions. And I'll see the Zombies in a little bit. So everyone.
Good. I can't see you. Can y'all see him? If y'all can see him, we're gonna continue. Say in the comments. Put some ones
I
in the
can't see
comments. If
you.
you can't see me.
No, you disappeared.
Yeah. Okay. That's probably Facebook doing that. They can see us. So as long as they can see us, we can chop it up. So what's on your mind, player? What you want to talk about?
A few things on my mind. I was just wondering, the brothers like me that don't know a whole lot that want to, lend a hand and be useful. Where can I fit in this? You know what I'm saying? Because man, I don't want to be, like not useful sitting on the sideline.
Well, you got to know what your skills are so you can know how you're useful. Everybody is useful to the struggle. When you don't know what to do, then teach the ones closest to you first. The ones willing to listen, because because they're close to us don't mean they're willing to listen.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Some people, they definitely stuck in their ways.
Yeah, but start with the youngsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, start with the youngsters. And a chief building exercise is reaching out to family members. You know you related to them, but you ain't had a conversation yet. Just to have a conversation. It don't even have to be about nothing but exchanging how y'all related. But as long as you're making those connections across family lines, you're building a stronger family bond. You just taking the lead to be the one in the middle as the glue.
Right. And one more question now. I started this radiation last week, and I don't know. I've been in a lot of pain, but they said this is the only way to control this disease. Do you think I should, like trust in them or?
Look, if you're taking radiation, for me, that's a red flag. I'm not your herbalist, so I can't sit there and give you the step-by-step tools to combat the illness, right? So I can't tell you. All I can really tell you and be truthful with you is go review your situation, look at what you're dealing with, look at your options, and based on all of your conditions, then you make the best decision with the information you reviewed. That's the best you can do. You can't do no better than that. I'm not there with you to, be hands-on with you to determine if you need to follow through with it or not. I can't tell you that. I could be setting you up for failure, and I don't want you to fail.
Right.
So you just have to make the decision that you think is best for you.
All right. I appreciate you, man. I just be wondering a whole lot about this situation. Is the Crystal City coming?
I do tell you
what's
this.
the timeline on this?
Yeah, I can't give you the time, the dates. If I did, I'd have been dropped them motherfuckers, and I'd be counting them as they coming.
Yeah, cause man, it's been wild around here lately. A
Man,
lot of shootings going on in my little bitty town. There's a lot of shootings going on, and it's just wild.
Mm-hmm. That show you that the elders is disconnected from the youth. That's all that means.
Yeah, we have no structure around here. None.
Well, maybe you should start doing free classes on building family structures. Start teaching
That's a good idea.
in your area. It's the same way. Set up the family like you setting up a corporation. Everybody job for the family is what their skill set already is.
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right, I appreciate your time, Chief. Man, I just be wondering a whole lot. I'm glad you picked me up and let me have a couple words. I appreciate you.
Ain't no problem, my brother. Ain't no problem. I'm gonna let you drop down and take the next one.
All right, much love, G.
All right, peace. Gratitude to you. I can't see you, but I can hear you.
And you can hear me too. So I'm in the middle of Georgia area. So with me, it's like when I first saw you, I knew that your spirit was fire and your soul is a mofo. That's the energy that I got from you. So I knew you were legit because the things I've been doing for a long time. So, and now as I got older, it's kicking in like on overdrive. And I try to keep my myself peaceful and just mellow because I know that it's so much mess going on out here, and it can rattle your spirit and your soul. So I just try to stay cool. I'm cool and I'm good with everybody, you know. And with me, I have like visions, and like you remember when they had the eclipse? I think it was last year. Okay, when I was meditating, I saw like um like white specks floating around, and then all of a sudden I seen like a dragon with red eyes, and it made me feel at peace.
What color
White.
was the dragon? A white dragon with red eyes. Okay, go ahead. What you saying?
And I thought, well, you know, in my conscious mind, I'm thinking, okay, this kind of scary. But with my energy, the way I felt, it felt like I was at peace, and it was like calming me down and reassuring me that everything's gonna be okay, and that it's just the next chapter for whatever's supposed to happen for me and for everybody, really. So with me, I'm just waiting on, I just got my popcorn ready. I kind of feel like I know what's going on, and I'm just sitting back and just looking, because I mean, there's no point of being upset with anybody, fussing and arguing with these people. You know what I'm saying? Your spirit and your soul know the truth. It don't matter what nobody tell you. Your spirit and your soul know the truth. And there's a lot of people out here with souls, and it's not a lot of people out here with good spirit. So I understand that. So, you know, I know how to navigate and get around people. But my clan here is in Middle Georgia is the William clan. So it's like from the research me and my sister been doing, we've been finding out like so much going, like as far as with the Williams. I heard Young L, he was talking about something on his show. He was talking about the Williams, and he was talking about Dr. York. And I remember him saying something about Dr. York's mother was a William. But I couldn't remember. Do you remember what he said her name was?
Dr. York mama? Her name was Mary, but I don't remember what her maiden name was. I know she got married. She got married to a guy whose last name was York. That's just all they took that on as a family name. But he mentioned Williams being in his ancestry. I got Williams in my ancestry on my father's side, but I haven't never met the ones that my father know we related
like the
to.
Williams on my family side, on my dad's side, they had a lot of kids, like at least 16, 17 kids. And like my great grandmother, she was like the baby. And she was born like in the early 1900s. So everybody else is at least I say from like 1920 on down. So I think that
Elder said her name was Mary C. Williams.
Mary, because I have a Mary in my I have a Mary in that line. I remember him saying either Mary or Katie. He was saying something like that, but I couldn't remember. And I tried to get in contact with him, because I was like that when he said that, that really made me feel connected.
Young Elder in the comments.
What's up, El? But yeah, when he said that, that really made me feel like I'm connected some type of way. When he was explaining to it, explaining it in the area, the same area and all. So I was like, okay, it's kind of getting weird, but it's weird in a good way.
Yeah. So the name Washita became the English
Mm-hmm.
surname Washington. The tribal name Tunica
Okay.
became Turner. The A lot of the other tribal names became last name, like Cleveland Indians. They did one of the biggest clans. They took on the title of Brown as a
Okay.
last name. This is why your mascot is the Cleveland Browns for football, because the Browns was the largest clan in the Ohio Valley.
Well, I got one question, Rod. Okay, like with my lineage, was it something going on like up in like Detroit or Ohio area? Because from what I looked at, my people were going back and
We was
forth,
fighting the
and I
French.
mean they were going back and forth up there like in the 1800s.
Yeah, we was fighting the
Okay.
French. We was fighting the French, and then um um we started fighting the English when they called this the
Okay.
Northwest Territory, and they came to settle the Northwest Territory, which is today Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. That was the
Mm-hmm.
Northwest Territory, right? Because remember, they didn't just start on the East Coast and popped up the next day and they was out west. They gradually um, developed the lines of demarcation, and they fought tribes all the way across the land to set their structures up using our major cities. None of these major cities
Oh
is
no,
new
I
like
know
they trying to
that.
make them out to be. Jean Baptiste de Sable did not discover Chicago. Chicago is ancient. It was always there. New York is ancient. Them tribes in New York, they one of some of the best tribes you will meet until you get on their bad side, and then they're the worst tribes you want to run across, because they will leave you floating in the Hudson Bay or whatever the hell that
Yep.
river that runs through there is.
Yep.
They will leave your ass floating in there if you get too out of hand. But right now, we had to educate ourselves out of the condition, so that tied their hands from ousting the colonizers from New York, because they have to educate themselves too. This is what the cause of the Harlem Renaissance wasn't just the music and the dance and the nightlife. It was also education. It was the introduction of Arthur Schomburg teaching the brothers in the five boroughs the history that they were being denied in the institutions of this country.
Okay.